Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Bannerlord for absolute beginners. I've had a bit of time to think about what went wrong with the siege. Quite a few things really. For one thing, when I saw both of the rebel armies together and I was like, that's a lot of people. I might have been able to catch them if I'd gone straight for them. Shouldn't have hesitated or moved away, because we probably could have taken them and then there would have been fewer defenders to face. Then for the siege itself, I think I failed to notice that even though we only had one infantry group, it didn't have that many people in it. So they'd chucked a lot of our infantry into the supposed archer groups. Oh, this is good. The people who are going to take this city back are... oh, they're Vlandians. Yeah, that's good, because I'll probably lose them again. So, not so much of a problem. Let's go get some grain. The whole charging with a horse thing wasn't effective with the design of the castle. It just did not work at all, and in theory we should have had some siege engines on our side, which I didn't particularly see fire, so what I should probably have done was pulled back the infantry manually, which we should have made sure there were a lot more people in that infantry, and given the siege engines a chance to actually do something. Oh, what am I doing? Ah, no, these are actually Sturgeons. So, yeah. Let's not worry about them. So we now officially have an heir. Or did we already have one? I lose track. Well, we definitely have one now. Yep, up to now they're all nephews and nieces, so Lyfris we have an actual child. Which is good. Good start. So this child will be Battanian. So all the other new clan members, apart from Athene of course, have been Sturgian, because the child follows the culture of the mother. So yeah, that's good news. Lepidus. I wonder if we can take these guys down. In fact, we better had, because...
Stop there. Who are you? It is better we know each other's names, even if we fight.
Okay, it doesn't look like he actually wanted to fight, surprisingly. Said our troops can't be particularly well trained.
Hear me!
But I was basically worried that if we didn't fight... Right, I'm gonna put Athene in charge of the mounted troops, even though I think that's just the two of them right now. Okay, so they're all okay. Yeah, we do not have much to work with here, I have to say. Honestly, yeah, we may as well give him most of the infantry.
Ever follow your sergeants?
Forget it. Alright, looks like everyone's just charging anyway. But they're all such low level. Okay. Interested to see if our mounted archers are actually shooting. It doesn't look like they are. I seriously wonder about those bows they get given. Because normally they wouldn't be able to equip them. So even though they start with them equipped, I kind of wonder whether they're actually being used, or whether I should try to reduce the number, as in replace them with simpler bows until they can actually use them. Use the fancy ones. Anyway, I'm going to focus on taking down these archers. I do wonder if we could do with more archers for our assault on the castle. Even though in some ways I don't want to move away from the whole idea, which was making do with mostly melee infantry. Yeah, I think we could at least win this. Despite my not having bothered with tactics much. We are, of course, in easy mode. Where are you guys going? Need to be heading for these archers, guys. I'd like to take them all down one by one. Plus, I'm going to be falling off my horse any second. Maybe while I'm here, I should, while I'm still in a position. Oh right, there's a couple of people here. I'll get me another level at least. And this is looking hopeful.
You pig!
The Vlandians tend to use crossbows rather than bows and arrows, but we do have a lot of the mercenary sword sisters here as well.
Come on!
I really should just lead them towards the archers. So yeah, witness the power of the archers. Fair bit of damage just from riding the horse into them these days. It's still better to hit them with an actual lance though. Right. So that wasn't ideal. But hopefully whichever troops of ours have survived will have gained some experience. That's fine. It's going to try to make it to the nearest city. And hope we don't get attacked by that other group, which we might. Because people are recovering from the wounds all the time, so... Look, we made it. Oh right. Someone's offering us freedom for felling us the robber. I'll go for that, I don't mind. It's not that much. Ransom our prisoners. Recruit some more troops. I'm just going to check on Athene's equipment. Not going to check too closely. But yeah, that is better. That is not. That is better. And that is not. Okay. Don't really want to sell any... He says, I don't want to sell any food really because I'm hoping that we're gonna be able to sell a load over at Caravan. Making enormous profits. Right, in theory we massively outnumber them now, so they're probably not going to let us come anywhere near them. Quite rightly. So let's just park up here. There we go. Oh yeah, of course, that's freed up a lot of our captives as well. I suppose I needed to pay that ransom, really. Still not to worry. Any troops we have? And hopefully we can make a profit on grain. We can't. Okay, that's surprising. I thought after a siege they'd be offering us a lot of money. Right, okay. Well, in that case I'm going to join a tournament. Actually, I don't want to join a tournament yet. This fact help with face mask does sound pretty good, but I'm not sure why this rejoin the party option isn't working. It always has before. Okay, forget it. I'm going to head to Argaron. Although we should probably pick up some more troops first. So right, definitely don't want any more grain then. Hopefully the amount we've got will seem less insane once we have our troop numbers back up. Let's just check our archers. 13. Okay, I'm thinking maybe we should try and up that a bit. They are pretty useful for sieges. Draft animals. Might not bother just yet. Of course, I haven't actually seen any archers available as yet. Now, one thing I am neglecting to do is to put Athene in charge of scouting. Okay, so Steward, we're actually doing okay. Charm, we probably don't need as much now we've got a wife. Leadership, on the other hand, would be extremely useful. In fact, as usual, just about everything would be extremely useful, especially anything where we're up to our limit. Let's go with leadership. That'll probably help. Okay, let's check some villages, see if we can get a few more archers. Then we'll head to Argeron, and it's all going to be about training, and certainly want to do at least one arena battle. Actually, while I think about it, let's do that smithing thing, because we did get some hardwood, so I was thinking we just refine that. Hasn't actually given us any smithing skill. If we get a little bit of iron, we could possibly... Alright, let's try and get archers now. That is a bit expensive. Okay, so from the party, we can go to Athene. Talk to Athene.
I'm yours to command.
About your position in the clan, I'd like to assign you a new role. I'm going to go with Scout. So in theory, our scouting won't be as good for a bit now. But Athene's scouting skill is going to rapidly improve. And this will be invaluable to her once she starts leading her own band, which is the idea. I've got a hideout. If we can get this as a... Tools, needs help with brigands, not very keen on either of those. In fact, I might just forget it and head to Argeron and just work out where that is. Here it is. Definitely want to get our companions back, actually. As one of the advantages of hideouts is they often train your companions. And that is probably still massively worth doing because we will have them with us on the sieges. I might even keep Athene for the first... Hang on, stop. For the first city we take. Yes, I think there's a question as to how useful the butter might be worth having. How useful having another group will be until we've got at least one city. Because there's nothing that needs protecting apart from our own group until we have a city. Apart from, I suppose, our caravan. Should definitely see if we can sell some of this grain as well. I really was expecting that following a couple of sieges, grain would be worth an absolute fortune in that city, as it usually is. Maybe the siege was too fast. Or maybe the Vlandians had already sold a load. Yep, lots of our companions are here. Let's get you back in the party. Put the band back together. Grain is at least worth a little more here. So we can sell a bit of it. Possibly get some fish as well. go for 50, although I've overdone it. Get some butter and cheese. Not to worry. Now the other question is, do we want to get some mounted archers? I'm actually thinking of just going for... grab some cattle, head back to Battanian lands and just go for the archers on foot. And then we'll focus massively on training. There we go, that's more like it. Because we probably will end up losing some people. So, and then if we lose 10 people, we'll go get some mounted archers. I really just want to fill our remaining ranks with archers on foot. For now, though, okay, it's a little expensive, but I think we should be able to get 200 for them in Battanian lands. In fact, we should probably just head straight back to Battania now. Sionen. Could see our steward's skills still going up at least. Actually, caravan ambush would be good for training, so we should definitely do that. But who is gaining skills? Okay, Athene has of course gained some scouting, so I'm again going to do travel speed during night time because it's a much bigger difference. Athletics for Camel. Durable sounds good. +1 endurance attributes. Oh yeah, definitely. The more we can keep him going. Right, I might actually just take this because... at a time when we don't really have very skilled troops, so we can't do that much with tactics. This is a really good option because you don't really... because of the presence of troops on your side that you can't command, I tend to feel like you're kind of forced to let people take over anyway. The only problem is we don't have all our leaders in their positions. So we could do with doing a regular battle just to assign everyone to the correct roles.
Under my orders! Sergeants, take command!
But nonetheless, I think in terms of just straight training, this should be a pretty good option. Probably a lot of people will be killed, but should get us up and running a bit faster than usual. Displaying my usual skill in combat. Oh, that was a bit better. I think I may just have hit the horse there. Even if I'm distracting them, there's something. Managing to take the odd one out. Oh, day is lost sounds good. Does that mean you're all going to run off? Not quite, apparently. Are you running? Particularly want to chase you if you're running. The whole point is to send a message. Okay, that was way better than I expected. We didn't lose anyone. So, fantastic. So well, twice as many raiders as skirmishers, because the skirmishers are our shock troops. But I think the other number needs to be even-ish. But that's a lot better. We're getting skill points in leadership because we put a focus point in there. Right, let's limp along to Maranath. Athletics, imposing stature. Well, she's probably not going to get a party. But then the other one doesn't mean much either, so I still think imposing stature is better. Actually, wasn't there another one? A bile. Oh, polearm, brilliant. Well, she's usually going to be mounted. So this is actually a good opportunity to check on the bow thing. Because I think Aether was on 3. And she's still on 3. Right. I think she's actually using that bow. Which probably means that Abiel isn't using hers either. So we need to replace them with ones they can actually use. So to start with, let's sell a load of stuff. Just make sure that we're not selling anything that's better than what they have, but I don't think much of what we've got here will be worth keeping. These are, after all, still just raiders. Okay, do we have any bows? More specifically, do we have a bow that Abel can use? We do. So let's equip that. And same for Athene, because I want them to actually use their bows. We'll try to remember not to sell the Nova longbows, even though they're worth an awful lot of money. Alright, so we wanted to go for archers, didn't we? However, hang on, what's this one? Early retirement. I think that is a weapon of some kind. Let's see what we can do. I'm just thinking now we've got hopefully most of our companions at least. A lot of them may join in, so we have a much better chance of actually winning. Apparently Niacin is on the bow. Plus this, even if we don't win, hopefully they'll gain some skills. Okay, nice one with the archery. So who have we got on our side? No one who we're friends with, but we're going to have to fight Yuha the Falcon. Looks like we're on the two-handed. Definitely need to take advantage of oh, good grief. And that's probably the worst I've ever thought in a two-handed situation. Come on. I suppose in my defence, a lot of these are named opponents. So, oh good grief. Forget it. I'm just going to go two-handed straight away. The thing is, when your opponents have swords and shields, and you're just given a sword, dropping your bow isn't as effective, but when you're armed with a two-handed weapon, you're probably better off just dropping the bow and going straight forward. Because you're effectively as well equipped as someone who was in there with a two-handed weapon to start with. Drat. It's not what you want when you don't have a shield. Fortunately, easy mode plus the experience of gate and the arm, I think, did the trick. Well, considering I just beat you and you had someone else on your side, I'm not too worried. Just flail away happily. I'm actually fast enough to get him even when he attacks. Alright, it's a sword. Interesting. Okay. Is it better than what we have? It is definitely better than what we have. Hang on a minute. One-handed sword, one-handed sword. Why has it replaced my shield? Oh, because they were both named. Right, okay. Doesn't really make sense, I have to say. Can't see any reason why I'd want the ambassador over this. Possibly Yuha might. Actually, it's debatable whether that's actually any better. Possibly better than Rayhan's, though. What does Felanos have? Yeah, well, let's sell that one. That's fine. Okay, good. So the only other thing I would really like to do, but we might not be able to because of our over-encumberedness, is catch a group so that I can get all of our leaders into position. Oh, maybe now we're in the forest? We managed it. So just want to make sure everyone's leading the correct group now.
Under my command!
Okay, so Afine's currently leading the mounted archers. It's alright. Felanos, though, needs to go there. Rayhan, I think, is doing the other skirmisher group. Yuha should be doing the main infantry. Let's lock that in place. Right, that's actually correct as it stands.
Take over command!
I'm just going to have them go do their thing. Because there's so few enemies here, it's not really worth it. This was literally just for getting the commanders in place for future battles. Yeah, I have no idea where the enemy are. Oh, up there apparently. Oh, we've got a mounted troop there. Honestly, I should probably stop attacking them because it's really more important that our troops get some training. Gotta admire these guys' bravery. There's an army behind you, fellas. No, didn't see him. Yeah, we did actually lose one clan warrior. But that's fine. Oh, getting some two-handed from the arena. That's good. So strong grip is handling, and wood chopper is damaging shields. That might actually be more useful, even though handling is great. Because shields are such a big deal. I've really increased my respect for shields with playing this game. So for two-handed people can handle them better. Charge damage versus surging blow. Well, usually if Niasen's on foot or his troops, it's because we're on a siege. So we're probably trying to break through. And there's unlikely to be anyone charging them. So yeah, that's it. It's mostly just rebuilding. I still want to fill in our troop numbers with Battanian archers. I've got room for 10 more. But other than that, it's going to be about training the troops we've got and then waiting for the next castle to rebel. So this is why, in effect, once we've done the castle stuff, depending how it goes, we probably will end up ending this playthrough because it's basically a sandbox. So you see, once again, we're effectively doing exactly the same stuff. So the only new thing, really, I mean, there are other things we could do, but the only main new thing on the path I'm doing right now, which is kind of not being a vassal, trying to be a good guy, not really focusing on trade or smithing. The only new thing really is taking cities and castles. So once we've covered that to a certain extent, we'll probably have kind of covered everything. And hopefully you'll have a pretty good idea what kind of things the game contains. So yeah, but in any case, hopefully we will actually get a successful siege next time, for which I need everyone to be as trained as possible. So we'll keep up with that. So yeah, leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.